With temperatures outside getting close to 100 and possibly exceeding 100 degrees, it is not safe to be out there, especially if you're running. So this trusty treadmill and I are going to get reacquainted. I'll be doing both my 30-minute maintenance runs indoors, and then I'm going to head out early on Saturday and get my final run of the week done. There are pros and cons in everything in life, and the treadmill as well. So let's start with the pros, because I want to be on the positive. So, because of the cushioning that the treadmill has, you're putting less stress on your joints than if you were running out on the street. And keeping track of your miles and your pace is a press of the button. So if I want to try to increase my pace from a 10-minute mile to a 9-minute mile, it's easy to do on the treadmill. Probably the most important right now in the summer, it's climate controlled. I don't have the sun beating down on me in 100-degree heat. And for that matter, I'm not running in the rain or the snow or the sleet or winds. I'm running in climate control. And finally, I control the incline. So if I want to do hill work, all I have to do is press a button and my run is on the hills. Just like on the race course, where there's an upside, there's also a downside. Same with running on the treadmill. And the one that I hear the most, it's boring. Okay, I'll give you that one. You also lose the ability to adapt to surface changes. You might think that the street that you're running on is smooth and flat. Well, it's not. There's cracks in the road, there's chuck holes, there's uneven surfaces. So your body and your muscles are constantly adapting to those road changes or those surface changes. If you are only running on a treadmill and then you hit the pavement for a road race, you quite literally could hit the pavement. You're also not using all of the muscles that you would be if you're running on the street, because there's a machine powering this belt. It's doing a lot of the work for you. And finally, the cost. These babies don't come cheap. What is so important that could mess up an entire week's training plan? Friends. Night started, I don't know how long ago. And even though I love running, I love them more. So it's so important for you to make sure to make time to do other things than concentrating on your training plan, because you might begin to resent your training plan because it's not allowing you to do other important things. That being said, it's time for us to do this late and final maintenance run.
Beginning workout.
So you're stuck running on a treadmill. What can I do to make the miles go faster? So I want to share with you some ideas that help me get through those monotonous long treadmill runs. First off, my Gym Boss interval timer. I use it outside, but I continue to use it on the treadmill. And actually, when I'm concentrating on when do I run, when do I walk, when do I run, when do I walk, it actually does help pass the time. Also, if you wear earbuds outside, wear them inside as well. You can listen to music, your favorite podcast, or even an audiobook. And if you're lucky enough like me to have your treadmill up against a wall, mount a TV. You can catch up on your favorite YouTubers, plug in a DVD or a Netflix show, Whoops, hold on, timer just went off. Or you can even schedule your runs around your favorite TV show. And some treadmills actually have a virtual running app. So you could course out your map and be on a famous trail or do the route of the New York City Marathon, whatever you like. And if you have a gym membership, bring along your favorite running buddy, or better yet, someone you can't run with because their pace is either faster or slower than yours. If you're running next to them on a treadmill, pace doesn't seem to matter. And one last tip, if you are primarily running on a treadmill, you want to increase the incline just a little bit to mimic running outside. Those help me. I hope they'll help you too. We are halfway through our final run of the week, and it is going to get up to 98 degrees today. So I headed out the door early. It's a comfortable 68 right now. Oh, I can hear the crows. Are they circling? No, they're not circling. This is a momentous week. I graduated from physical therapy. No pomp and circumstances, no diploma, but I did get a cool shirt. I should show that to you. It's really nice. She says if I keep up with my exercises that she gave me and continue to ice my knee at least once a day, I should be good to go. So let's go. The sun's just starting to come up. I should have brought my glasses. Dang it. That's okay, we'll have a mile and a half left. Our final run this week is only 4 miles, so pretty easy pace, with the exception of, why do all my runs end on a hill? The temperature has increased from 68 degrees to 73 degrees in just a half hour. Apparently I didn't get out early enough. And now that the sun is up, it's really starting to get a little toasty. We have less than a mile to go. I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, I know we're gonna make it. I love it when your walk break coincides with your hill work. Yes, walk fast, walk fast, walk fast. Well, that wraps up the final run of the week. I was able to get all of my running miles in this week. I'll bet a little out of order. But like I said earlier, you have to be flexible and you have to make time to do other things than running. You don't want to start hating your running plan. So if you need to switch it up, switch it up. As long as at the end of the week you have all the miles that you were supposed to do done, that's success.